Hello, welcome back. Last time I brute forced a tar room that was supposed to be done very differently from how I did it, and then came out here and found a couple of secrets. I did one of them, as this was okay, just a little bit of trial and error at the start, then a bunch of brain to horde combat. I stepped into this room and didn't really get what it was about. This is accessed from here. I can probably teleport there quicker than I can walk. There's a teleporter right here. I was going to try that and then attempt to deal with the fuse problems I have down there, just so I can get those things out of the way and stop having to think about them. Okay, so guard, Fagundos, and mirrors. Fagundos are kind of just a barrier here. Looks like I have to release the guard. What? No! That's terrible! Okay, so first examination of this, it would appear that what it wants me to do is arrange these mirrors such that when I step on this, the guard sees a path to me through the Fagundos such that he uses this orb once, uses this orb a second time, and then something he does with his sword will disrupt the mirrors in such a way that the path takes him back across this again. That might not be as bad as I thought it sounded. Okay, this is going to be trial and error. Alright, so at least somewhat. Alright, so first thing I think I want to do is build a wall right about here, so that he has to go up this way. Okay. I'll replace that mirror in a moment. Gonna just kind of carve through here. Alright, so Bithro will be standing here. Looks like guard will be facing his sword south. Okay. Uh-huh. Boy, that checkpoint was invisible until it wasn't. Actually, you know, this is simpler than I thought it was. Okay, so, I want... So he'll be facing south, he'll step west, and that mirror will get pushed into this location, blocking his path, which would have gone through there. Okay, so that's how that path was going to go, leading him instead to take a less optimal route through... Maybe this isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Less optimal route through here. Okay, so now I'm going to have to think about how he moves his sword as he goes through here. He'll probably push this mirror out of the way. Let me just generally kind of give him some room to, like, do diagonal stuff. Yeah, so if it's like that, if he steps like this and this, however his sword is, it won't disrupt stuff. If he's facing south, though, this step is going to be a problem. That'll move this mirror there and block his way. So, making the transition from diagonal move... Well, can I just smash that mirror? No, he'll still prefer... Okay, let's just... He'll still be facing south, so I think I can get away with that, and it'll be fine. He'll eventually step here while facing south, try to step here. That mirror will block him, then he'll turn around, come through here, still facing south, that's all fine, hit this orb. Oh, and his job is done, but I still do have to set up a path for him, so that he'll want to do that. Okay, path I'm going to set up will look like... I think I can just smash right here, then make like a longer, more convoluted route through there. Like this, maybe? So, seemingly less optimal for him. And at this point, I'll be able to get out. Okay, let's see how that works after I replace this. Is any of my theory going to be correct? What? Okay, well that's a terrible place for you to turn. Alright, let's double layer this. Is that enough double layers? No. Okay. So you did that, that's fine. Okay, you're making a little bit of a mess, but that's still okay. Alright, that didn't happen quite as I predicted, but that's still okay. That did happen as I predicted. That didn't. So now he's just going to tunnel straight through. Okay, so to prevent that... Did he ever drag his sword across? He did. To prevent that, I think I could just smash some of these. So he'd push that over and then take, like, a path through the... Okay, sure. Let's try that. I'll give him an alternate route through here that would look like this. I don't know. Sure. Let's see what that looks like. So he makes a little bit of a mess, does that, does this. Whoops, I forgot to move. Does that, can't figure out what to do. Goes back this way, blocks his path, goes through there, and no. I think I can just... I don't see any reason I couldn't. Just go ahead and, like, clear all these out. Like, none of those need to be there. Okay, this seems a lot less horrifying than it seemed at first. So all this proceeds as expected. That happens, and now he doesn't make such a mess with that. He's not going to hit the orb. Okay, so that's why that's no good. What did I do here exactly? What if I don't smash that one? Like, that was a specific one that was causing me problems. Let me just make, like, a little more room through here, but I need to maintain this bottleneck. And I think that'll still be okay like that. Sure. Hey. Hey. Okay. How's this? Good. 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 There we go, you did it. Good job, guard. Smash. Oops. I let him kill me. There we go. Alright, that turned out to be neat. Like any room in this hold, pretty much. Can look kind of scary at first, but if it's fiddly, I'm probably doing it wrong. That was kind of cool. Okay. So I said I would try these rooms. I guess I'll do what I said I would do. Ugh. Alright, so is there a sequence to this? No, I just want them all timed together. Okay. See, I get that I have to count the fuses out, but what am I counting exactly? Alright, so if I would count from where this fuse... Which is the furthest out? So this is these are the same. These two are rotations of each other, these two are rotations of each other, but these two are different from these two, basically. Like, those are much closer to the middle. In fact, those are actually centered. Okay, so those are centered. These are off-center a little bit. Does that make a difference? Maybe not. So what if I planned around some shape like this? How will that look? Doesn't get to these nearly quickly enough. Why did I elongate those? It's these that need to be elongated. Those are closer. So do the opposite of that. So if I just go like one down here. Okay, so how far away is this? 1, 2, 3... okay, so this spot is 1 southwest of the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to the bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to the bomb. Okay, 1 south of center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that needs to be delayed by 2, which I can do easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so delay both of those by 2, which I can do with something like that. And like this. And then, without disrupting anything else too much, I want to get out of here actually. And approach from this angle and light... Wait, it was 1 south of center, so that needs to be... Okay, well I can make that happen. Not with the path that I cut there, so don't do what I did there. Why did I do that? Because I just wanted to do this, that was all. So do that without disrupting too much. So I want that to be an end point, but what I actually want in that case is for it to be the second one that ignites, basically. So I want to do, I think, this. Okay, I did it. Neat. Okay, well that was not bad at all. I don't feel like I explained my thought process very well, but maybe I did. I don't know. Just have to think in Manhattan distance for these, which is kind of unusual in DROD. I guess with ortho squares you might do it, but usually I don't count out distances when I can't measure normal movement with diagonals and stuff. Alright, so this nasty, nasty room. I don't want to spend all day on this. What was the sequence? So south to north, and then this one afterward. Okay, so why don't I do something similar, then have an extra isolated section of fuse here that I'll light separately to do this one. Alright, so from the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I have them go at the same time, that runs into bomb evaluation order stuff. So I don't really want to do that. Okay, well I was right that doing this room gave me some tools and techniques for thinking about this one that helps. So this might not be so bad. So I want to bias this toward the south. My starting point. Okay, so 1 south of center. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This needs to be number 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, well, it's the same as that. So 12, 12, 10, 10. So if I jog them out, similar to what I did before. See, this one's going to be the real problem here, but I think I can work around it. Yeah, so if I string them out just a little bit more, I'm going to still make this where I ignite it, I think. You know, that's not too good because I need to carve a bunch of stuff here. I'm imagining I'll have kind of a long fuse running from this. Okay, so the length of fuse from here, the secondary one that I light, needs to be longer than that one. And that needs to be longer than any of the others. Alright, so this is complicated. So no, I really should choose something that... Well, no, I don't want to start close to this, because I don't want to have to go, like, up and over for all that, do I? No, I want to start close to the middle. Like, I want to light something close-ish to the middle. And there's no reason it has to be, like, here. What's the maximum length I could get out of this fuse if it were separated from everything I'm doing here if I were lighting this as an endpoint? So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be really awkward. Alright, so here's the theory. I'm probably going to want this to look something like that. I want something coming over this way. I'll also want something to be coming down this way, approximately like that. So how much length does that give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the other thing with this, though, is that if I'm not starting particularly close... Yeah, the length of this doesn't matter as much as I thought it did. Because if there's a lot of fuse to burn, if I'm starting close to the middle, there's a lot of fuse to burn before the first bomb goes off, then the Mimic's not going to move for a while. So this could have just sort of a short little fuse off to the side, as long as when I ignite it, which could be a long time after, just whenever before that bomb goes off, as long as there's more fuse here than there is here, then that's fine. Okay, so don't worry too much about the length of this fuse. Okay. So then, I just need to pick a sequence. Like, the thing I carved out there was pretty good. Then I just need to pick a sequence that lets me fulfill this order. Okay. So let's do that again. And say I were to light it somewhere like here. I would make this my endpoint. So then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So then that means I would need... What was I saying? This is my endpoint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to add at least 7 to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Add at least 6 to this. So plus 6 up here, plus 7 over here. I can probably swing that. Sure. Alright, so before I carve that, How do I give this a +7? So that's a +2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. There's a +7. And then for this one, I can do +2, 4, 6, 8, I think would work. Okay. That's believable. So then I just want to... Wait, how did I measure this? This one I want to go kind of straight. Okay, so now it's just a matter of routing. So that the spot that I was lighting was like... Shoot, I should have like marked that. I think it was here? Why did I choose that spot? That was a weird one to decide on. Is that the one I wanted? So that would end up looking basically like, okay, this isn't quite right, but maybe it'll work anyway. Just sort of let that go for a little bit. This looks fine, right? I don't see a problem here. This should be okay. Then I can move nowish. Boom. 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 Yeah, I got it. Oh, don't move yet. Okay. Neat. Well, hey. Just gotta reason it out. And yeah, so I'm glad this exists. That let me bridge the gap between nothing and being able to get this done. Nice. So this very much builds on this. I think I would, if I were architecting this hold, I would put this room through a room clear gate dependent on this room, because this is very, very much one that I want to do before this. It gives me the tools to complete that. Some people don't like room clear gates, used as like progress gating mechanisms, and in fact, isn't that sort of, that might kind of be like one of the main features of this hold, that you can go anywhere at the start that you want. That's not true though. I mean, there were progress gates like this, and this one. What did this room look like initially? That one, did that even make sense? Like, room start. Okay, this was a Roach Queen and Serpent puzzle. This was a Mud Mother and Serpent puzzle, so I don't feel like this room gives useful information for solving this one. This might be harder than that one, but it's not... Yeah, like, this is not how I would use room clear gates, personally. That's just a personal preference. Oh. That sure looks like something. Okay, so at least I have no extra messes to clean up over there. Oh, hey, there's a master wall. That's where the level clear gate is. Okay, so mastery area's in there. Alright, I've never stepped over this way. Let's go kinda skirt around the mastery area. Also, I spotted something immediately. Gonna just ignore these roachies. I have a place to be. Oops. Okay, I should do this one first. This clearly comes before that. Okay, so get roaches onto each of those, I'm guessing. Doesn't look like that's what it actually is. Don't I just want to step through there myself? Yeah, it looks like Beethro wants to step through those. And he's disarmed while that happens. Just for a little bit, though. Okay, so I just have to be able to get from one to the next. Alright, that doesn't sound too hard. Which ones are going to be the issues, I wonder? Can't tell yet. But this is obviously fine. I think I can even make it over the... Well, if with different turn order, I could have. Can I convince you to let me through? No. Alright, well there's a secret room, secret version of this that's going to be different and probably harder. So this is probably the easy version, basically. Doesn't seem too hard to me, because like brained roaches are pretty easy to get away from usually. I can even do stuff like this if I want to get around. Look at that! Fancy! Ooh, it didn't quite work. I might be able to fix it. Did I fix it? No, I didn't. They're turn ordering the wrong way. Alright, fine. I'll go... Well, I can't go there. I guess I'll go here. Ah! A roach came with me! And now he's trapped there. Okay, so that can't happen. Alright, let me... Oops. Didn't mean to start all over. But let's deal with this first. That'll make things a little easier, I think. So do that right up front. Do this here. Yeah, that's a good order to do things, I think. This should be okay. Wait, no. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's fine. Except for that. That happened. Okay, so is that always going to happen if I have a roach one away from me? Seems like it. Okay, so that's the real hazard here. Alright, so don't let a roach get that close. Alright, fine. It's easy enough. And I get those convenient protective force arrows every time, so it's not a problem. That's too close. There we go. Yeah, as long as I'm moving from north to south, seems like this almost always works out. Oh wait, that's not open. This one's open. I was looking at the wrong one. Good enough for me. Can I ignore these? Not really. Maybe now? Whoa! That's fine. This is messy now. Again, bunch of busy work, but it's fine. Oh, no! This is happening! Oh, so secretly that's the real hazard here. Okay. So that needs to be avoided. Order matters. Maybe instead I could... Let me take a different approach to this. I would need better preconditions. Can I get them? Yeah. Roaches are not letting me do what I want to do. And if I sit here... Well, yes, it's safe. It's not really optimal for what I need. Oh wait, there we go. That's what I wanted. So there's a slow way to do this. Yeah, okay. 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 Let's see. Just gonna have to stay here for a bit. How will this work? I don't think it will. That roach is always running away from me that way. Okay, so maybe this is not as viable as I thought. Unless, like, I could do that? It doesn't help. Alright, fine. I'll just have to chase after them. Maybe if I'm just quick about this, they won't get to bad places and do bad things. Yeah, that's fine. Good enough for me. Alright, I shouldn't do this yet, although I'm kind of like... I'm still warm from that, basically. Is this different? Yes, this one doesn't have a disarm token in it. Well, doesn't that mean I just... Oh, but then that changes this to an odd number, doesn't it? Well, but there isn't even a pressure plate in there. Wait. So it's the same number of... Ah, this one didn't have a pressure plate under it either, and I didn't realize that. Yeah, so 7 disarm tokens now. They're still not reusable. So I feel like the easiest thing to do here is going to be to force a roach to make an unbrained move and just go through one of those for me. Let's see how well that could work. Easy. No problem. Okay, well, that takes care of it. Wait, what? Why did... Hold on. Whoa. What? Okay, so they're acting unbrained, sure. I still have to step across those, but I can just kill those now. Yeah, they're brained. Oh! Well, that's why I don't want to do that, I guess. Huh. So, right, I'm not... In this room, I'm not able to step north of that. Maybe... I think I want to actually avoid that, probably. That seems like a bad thing. Let's not let them get out like that. Seemed like it wouldn't be a bad thing, but then it was. So I'll just do the rest of this, play it out the same way as the previous one. Since I already moved a roach through the thingy. I changed it to an even number of things that I need to do with disarm tokens, just never had to touch that one at all. Like, technically you wouldn't have to touch any of these. There could be a third variant of this room structure, where, let's see, how could you do it? Trying to think of, like... a way to have it so you could not let Bethro ever... Okay, you could change these to tar stuff switch tokens and have like a decoy and a blob of tar in the corner that would make irretrievable mud babies if you step on the token. So that would mean you'd have to always make a roach make an unbrained move into one of these to activate the pressure plates. And yeah, that would be a totally valid variation of this room. See, that's the annoying thing about brained hordes. They catch up to me in sometimes unpredictable ways like that. Just because of weird turn order stuff, I can't just take a repeating pattern when I see a certain shape of monsters coming at me. Alright, how did I do this before? I went up here at a very specific time, which unbrained those. Okay, yeah, as long as I'm north of that row. Okay. Then I did something that was tricky. Yeah, really, I guess I just want to do this. Just let them not lay eggs. Get them to all cluster on a wall, and then it's fine. As long as they're on a wall, it's game over for them. Nice! Okay, good stuff. Alright. Made a nice dent in that, and I got the 2 rooms I was worried about. Well, yeah, the 2 rooms I was worried about done. Okay, so still a hefty little chunk left to go here. I know there's a mastery area through someplace I was looking at there. So presumably that's going to cover these rooms. Yeah, that's not a way to go. There's an orb there. Because, yeah, I didn't have any way to get into this chunk of stuff. It could be just one room here and this loops around there. That's also possible. Alright, well, we'll find out eventually. I'll see you next time to push forward into the northwest.